a 2016 GT350 in order to remove the engine. First thing I did was take out these 8mm bolts that hold on the front bumper. You got two hidden ones. One was there, one was there. These are both 5.5 millimeters. Then I took out the wheel well cover, and there is one more bolt that is right there. You see the opening right there. That's out. That's a 7mm. I'm doing the same for this side. And then I came across an entire nest inside here, so I'm gonna be cleaning all this out. You got fencing, you got leaves, you got everything over here. But you can see up here is that, see if the camera focuses, right there is that 7mm that I was talking about. And I'll be back when that's out and the bumper's off. All right, bumper is now removed. I'm gonna go ahead and clean everything out. I did go ahead and disconnect these lights on the side for the fog lights and the headlights. Actually, these things don't have fog lights, so just the headlight. I'm gonna go ahead and clean some of this out, and we'll continue over here. All right, now that everything is apart, I'm going to go ahead and remove the antifreeze of the car. Horrendous design for it, as always. And go ahead and open the top over here. The coolant was already low. The fuck? I have to take a look at that. I've never seen that. Well, I was gonna get a new one of these anyways due to whatever the hell is on this thing. So we'll upgrade that while we're at it. Fortunately, that's gonna take a while. I could open up the radiator. All right, while that continues to drain out, I'm gonna go ahead and just begin disassembly of the intake on it. I'm gonna see if I could see any bent valves, and then I'm going to remove more of the cooling over here. We got all the fuel injectors taken off. We got the coolant lines taken off. We got what I would assume is a fuel pressure rail sensor taken off. We're gonna go ahead and do the same thing to the other side. We got the two sensors back here taken off. We got all these fuel injectors taken off. I'm gonna go ahead and start taking the actual intake manifold bolts off on each side. I believe it's 8 altogether. All right, guys, these are the valves. I mean, I don't see anything crazy. There's a little tape stuck in this one, but other than that, it looks okay. I'm still going with the fact that there's a lot of oil in these intakes, but this is the one that's opening up right now, and I do believe there's a timing issue on this. So I'm gonna go ahead and vacuum all this up. All right, now that we made an absolute mess with the antifreeze, we got the water pump out, we got the idler out, and whatever tensions about the belt tensioner, that's out. Next step, I think I'm gonna take off this oil cooler. I'm not gonna disconnect the lines. What I'm gonna do is just remove from there, pass it through here, and just kind of have it laying there. That way when I take the motor out, I take it all out as one. Maybe I do the oil next. I got the radiator taken out. I'm leaving the condenser in for now. That's something I'm gonna have to disconnect because it does go to the block right down there, this line. So that's gonna be on another day's agenda, probably next weekend. I got all this wiring loose. O2 sensors are disconnected on both sides. This wire is loose. I got the alternator kind of just sitting in there. I took that off. Next step's gonna be AC, then disconnecting the transmission, or maybe I pull the transmission out with it. I'm not too sure yet. And motor mounts. I think that's gonna be it for today's video. This is gonna be the setup I'm gonna have. When I have the motor sitting right here, I have this table set up with some bullshit I'll clear off, and then I have my workbench using the top of it to store the intake manifold and some random parts as well. So follow for next part.